What's going on, Paranormal Worldwide crew? I am back with just my lonesome tonight. But, as usual, I'm going to go ahead and wait for everybody to get in here, and we'll get to talking. So, just like the title says, it's really going to be a paranormal talk / update / soapbox. Talking about everything kind of paranormal tonight. Q&A, whatever we want to make it. Figured I'd do a Soapbox Monday because Mondays suck. So let's talk about all the issues. And of course, this is all the Soapbox talks. Soapbox talk is going to be. It's going to be kept clean, professional, and respectful. So as clean as possible. We'll leave it at that. We all know we're adults. We say bad words. So. How's everybody's Monday going? Got a lot of really cool stuff to talk about tonight. So, well, not really a lot, but something to talk about rather than just me sitting here looking all awkward. So, yeah. What's going on, Amanda? Got some cool stuff coming up. I'm going to talk about it all tonight. Who else is in here with me tonight? All right, people pouring in. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday, so we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll start with the updates first. I know everybody has been following the page lately, so you've probably seen the announcement. The 26th, we will have a member at Bobby Mackey's Music World. Then the 27th. Riverbend, Indiana, and also our awesome friend from Trinity Paranormal Investigations of Long Island will be down at Waverly Hills. Super looking forward to that. So then after that, we'll kind of have like our little team get together. Then the following day, the 29th, after the 28th, we're going to have our meet and greet at the Old Lake County Jail at Sheriff's House, a.k.a. Crown Point Jail, where John Dillinger made his break successfully. So it's going to be a very, very fun weekend. It's going to be busy, but it's going to be awesome because we're going to be surrounded by everybody, we care about and we love. So looking forward to hanging out with the team and everybody. So that's kind of the updates of what's going on. And also, myself and Tim are going to be on a podcast soon. That'll be after Waverly, so stay tuned. We're going to post about it. Don't want to give any spoilers out, but that one's going to be fun. What's going on, Steven? How's it going, brother? No bad, only good, K? Ethan, what? Brooke is in the house. What's up? Sup, bro? That's Uncle Ricky to you, Haley. Speaking of Haley, you got some time tonight? You want to hop on and do a little talk with me? It's my niece, everybody. I know I got your name right. It's going to take me a little while. Just slap me next time you see me. It's all right. Throw a chair at me. Hey, Ricky, it's Brooke. I get in the habit of reading everybody's name as it comes up on the comments, so I think that's why I'm struggling so much. Ronnie, what's up, brother? How's it going, man? It's suspicious. Ronnie's in the house. I had to say it. It's a scandal, everybody. No, that's my brother right there, man. I love it when I have my Old South Pittsburgh hospital family in here with me. Okay, Haley. Well, everybody, my niece, we're gonna have her on here one of these days once I can get her on here and talk about how she got started and the first night that she ever investigated, like legitimately investigated and it was at an insane location. It's still one of my favorite places that I've ever investigated. So yeah. Ronnie, are you missing me? I'm confused. Are you missing me or are you missing Brooke? I can't tell. Or are you missing Old South? I'm confused, man. Who the hell misses me? Come on now. Ruh-oh, Raggy. I'm confused, Ronnie. I don't know what's going on. Oh, that's so sweet. I was trying to get him to say he actually missed me. Miss you too, bro. Like I said, I'm going to be getting down there within the month, man. June. A couple times, hopefully in June, man. Things are starting to... If things go accordingly, I'll be down there often. More often than I am. So yeah. Of course, Amanda. You always have fun without Ricky. Y'all are stuck with me this weekend. I remember that. Now we're going to be in a big-ass build and you can run away from me. So yeah, everybody that's just now tuning in. Basically, the updates are the next things we got going up. We got our friends from Trinity Paranormal Investigations of Long Island, Kat Marie, and we got Chris and Nora. They're coming from New York, and they're going to be down also with Brandon Schuster. I believe Frank's going to go up and investigate. Bobby Mackey's with them. And on Wednesday, the 26th, and then the 27th, we're going to all be down at Waverly Hills. And then from Waverly Hills, we're going back to Lake County, Indiana, where the old jail is. That's one of our favorite things. Scare me? Why? The only thing that would scare me if somebody farts. That'll scare me. But yeah, so... Pretty much. I mean, paranormal talk. We'll talk anything paranormal, kind of like a Q&A tonight. Keep the questions coming in. Soapbox, going to do a couple rant topics. Been seeing a lot of jealousy and hate. Come on, people. That's something we gotta kick out the window. You know, everybody is not the same physically, but in the end, we're all the same. If that makes any sense. It doesn't matter if you're a weekend warrior, you just got started in the field, or you've made it, to top notch. You're on TV doing, traveling every weekend. We're all human beings. We are all people. We all bleed. We all breathe. And, at the end, that's what it is. We all started somewhere. And the bashing. And, Steven got a new toy, huh? Let's talk about that, Steven. The bashing, the hate, the jealousy, that stuff's got to stop. That I've been seeing way too much of it. And then you have people that are just like constantly writing people that because they know people, if that makes sense. Like they have famous friends and then they're claiming, oh, we're not about, we don't want to be famous and we don't care about the famous people. And then turns around and that's all it turns out to be. It's just that the field is so crazy right now. And this is kind of where the soapbox is going to come in a little bit. So, Steven says he's scared to ask. Oh, it's getting a little intimidating. What kind of toy are we talking about? Do I want to know is the real question. So basically, the amen right there. You hit it right on the nail on the head. Everyone just needs to be open minded and understand that everyone has different points of view. Amen. And that's what I love so much about our team at Riverbend and Riverbend Paranormal, Indiana, because each and every person has a different point of view. We have a different style of investigating. Sometimes they may be similar, sometimes they may not be, but in the end, we have a respect for each other. We see, we can. At the end, we can see eye to eye for the majority of the part. And when we don't, we still respect each other. And, new lawnmower. Yes. Yes. Nothing like a good lawnmower. Yes, Ronnie, you're going to put me to work. I got it. I know. Yep, others. Ronnie says, yep, some run, others hide, and most scream. Yep. Oh, no. He's bringing Terry into it. Steven says, Ronnie, I thought it was a helmet for Terry when she's walking and falls asleep. She's going to kill you, bro. Like, be careful. Amen. That's why I love our team so much, man. We have everybody comes from, different viewpoints, and it's such a diverse team. And, in the end, we all get together like a big ass family. I love it. I wouldn't change it. I think we have probably the best group of people we could ask for, Oh my God, yes. Oh, I always miss the good stuff, Ronnie. A group of screamers. Hey, OSPH will do that to you, man. You already know. Ask Brooke. Ask Leanne. They were screaming that one night too. I can't blame them, man. That was some wild stuff that was going on. Oh, Brooke pulled out the tag. Ronnie, wake up, Terry. No, I seriously agree with what we talked about the last time. Is let's go get an old vehicle seat with a seatbelt and put her in a room and strap her in the car and play the music like the white noise from a car ride and see how fast she falls asleep. In Tri-City. But yeah, so what I was saying is basically in the paranormal field, there's just so much egotistical stuff going on right now. But I don't normally try to, read into it much, but I'm seeing it a lot more than I should be lately, and it's it's good to talk about. Oh damn. She's asleep and can't defend herself. Poor Terry. She's gonna see this later. She's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill all y'all. I can hear her now. We're in trouble. But in the end, basically to recap everything I was saying, we're all the same. We're human beings. We all breathe, we all bleed, we all have emotions, and in the end, people stop thinking. They don't take into thoughts and consideration of other people's feelings, and the sense of respect is lost. And there's just I don't know where it comes from, but I've been seeing it a lot lately, the jealousy, and it's kind of like I don't like that person specifically, so you can't talk to him. If you talk to him, I don't want, or let's say, kind of like schoolyard bullshit is what I call it. That's my friend, but you can't talk to him because I don't like you. That's another thing I've been seeing a lot lately. It's just like, oh my God, y'all. We're in the field together. If you don't like someone, it's understandable. We're humans. Not all of us get along. But there's going to be times where you have to kind of put that aside. You got to work together. I have no problem with working with somebody that I may not personally do stuff with outside of the paranormal field. We may not see eye to eye on their beliefs and their technique. But if I'm investigating at a place with them or you're doing an investigation with them, I shut all the differences aside and I investigate. I have an open mind. I have respect. And it is what it is at the end of the day. And that's the truth. A lot of the field has that as of late right there. Amanda says, I just try to keep in mind that people just like to talk shit and like drama, and some people just thrive off that. And yeah, there's plenty of people in the field that are going to do that. That sometimes people just wake up in the morning and they're just like, I'm not really a paranormal investigator. I just want to see what it can get me. And, I'm going to hop on and just cause a scene. We see it every day, being group admins. So that's kind of the soapbox part of it. Just, we got to do better as investigators and just keep doing good, honest work. Like I said, got to be able to just throw the differences aside and investigate. And then It's okay. It's okay. If it gets to the point to where you absolutely cannot work with somebody, you absolutely cannot work with somebody. But that doesn't mean somebody else can't work with that person, if that makes sense. There's no more, oh, well, I can't work with him, so you don't need to work with him. If someone's up to some shady stuff, cool. Let the other person know, be like, hey, be careful. I'm not telling you can't investigate or blah, 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 blah. And let it go. In the end, we're all in the field together. Whether you despise someone to the point to where you can't stand them, in the end, you're in the field and you're trying to get answers. If that makes sense, everybody. Just kind of had a rant tonight. It's been building up. Sometimes it's good to talk about it. And let's discuss. If you have thoughts and opinions, let's go. Let's just keep them kind and respectful. Let's talk. It doesn't even have to be Soapbox related. I just kind of, put another title up. We can talk about anything tonight, basically. Throw the gloves off. Just talk. I had some free time. I want to keep everybody updated. As far as the travels through the weekend, I've got a couple projects, and I'm gonna put a couple of my projects out there. I'm currently going to be launching an official podcast. With these live videos were kind of a test just to see, how things would go and whatnot. And I've already but the thing about my YouTube channel, this is what it's going to really be. It's a lot of stuff's going to be done on YouTube. Of course, I'm going to share it here as usual because of all the awesome people here in the Paranormal Worldwide crew. You guys have supported me from the start of my live videos. And if it wasn't for all you amazing people, I wouldn't have the following I've got now. So I just want to give my, tip my hat to everybody. And thank you so much for the support you showed for the live videos, not only for myself, but all the awesome people that have been a guest on, my live videos, taking the time into your busy schedules to come hang out with me, talk with me. You guys, this was kind of like the teaser. So I'm officially going to be launching a YouTube channel that's already up. Some of you may already follow it. It's called the Paranormal Encounters on YouTube. That's a name I've had for years. You can ask Ethan. Ethan's been around, back when we started. It was going to be a blog talk radio thing on the phone, back in like 2012, 2013. What's up, Eddie? How you doing, brother? Amanda says, I feel bad for denying a lot as an admin, but people don't really read or follow the group's rules on Facebook. And that I feel bad too, but in the end, they didn't read the rules, So yeah, it's tough. Being admin can suck sometimes. But, we got to do what we got to do to keep the group what it is. So, and that's another thing. I got to give I tip my hat to my awesome teammates on Riverbend Paranormal and Riverbend Paranormal, Indiana. Without everybody together, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. So, shout out to them. But, like I said, I'm launching Paranormal Encounters on YouTube. I'm actually working on filming. So what it's going to be, it's going to be a podcast. But it's going to be different. It's not just going to be strictly a podcast. I'm going to have dates that I'm having, my podcast, special guests, stuff like that. Everything's going to be like a podcast, a legit podcast. But I'm also going to be dropping what's considered bonus content. Not really bonus content. It's part of the channel. I'll be dropping investigations with the team. Not just me, not just Ricky. But I'm going to have my team members in on it. We're going to be investigating these places. First up's Waverly Hills. That's going to be, knock on wood, I'm hoping, if I can get this stuff edited right and nothing crashes on me, that's going to be the first episode. So it's going to be rough in the start. I'm not going to have all of the fancy equipment and stuff that, most people use to film. But it's just, I want to kind of give back to everybody and show everybody, what we're doing and what it's like through my eyes as a paranormal investigator and through my team's eyes as well. So it's kind of a project that I've had it written down, then I've written it off, then I put it back down, then I've written it off. But, I know everybody's out there. They're trying to film and stuff like that. Me, I just want to share what we're doing. That way, because everybody has such a big interest in what we're doing. This is a way of me giving back, or us giving back and showing you, what we're up to. And you can kind of see, all the points from traveling, all the goofy shenanigans when we're hanging out in the hotel room and stuff like that. It's going to be a little different than it's not. I'm not trying to make it like a TV show or something, but kind of more of a vlog, but a segment, a segment where you can, it's kind of like a TV show in a way, but you're actually being able to see how we're investigating, evidence and stuff like that. So it's going to be slow at the start until I get my feet, planted and in work. It's going to be do what shenanigans, not our team. But what's up, Krista? I've got so many comments coming in. I'm not trying to miss anybody. Yeah, Ethan, you got to upgrade, homie. I'll help you out with that. But yeah, what's up, Josh? How's it going, brother? Shout out to Addict Junkie Paranormal Supplies. But yeah, so it's going to be a project. It's going to be slow to start, but I've already been dropping some content and stuff like that, testing the channel out. So if you could drop me a subscribe, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell to get the notifications, select all notifications. That way you're constantly seeing when I'm uploading and dropping content. As I'm getting the channel and stuff up, I'll be dropping evidence and stuff on there. There's a few things up there. I'm going to try to keep it as active as I can for the most part in the start, because as of those that do edit and have, done video editing, it's a process. It takes a lot of time and stuff like that. And where I'm at in my life right now is kind of up and down. So it's going to be a little rough to start, but I appreciate the patience. And in the end, it's going to pay off. It's going to be pretty cool. So we'll see what the project brings out. But yeah, I kind of want to have a different approach. So it's going to be a podcast / vlog / investigation series. So it's going to be cool because we're going to be doing a lot of really cool stuff. Not only this summer but this year. We have a lot of stuff booked. So cannot wait to get on the road and do what we're doing. And the craziness is starting this week. So looking forward to it. We're tackling Waverly Hills again. Oh my God, round 2. So those of you that, if you haven't been following, hang on, I plug the laptop back in. Oh, there we go. Woo, it got bright. Light kicked in. So the first time we went last year was my first time. It's not the first time that most of my teammates have been. I have a few teammates. Well, majority of the team's been there a few times before I went there. Last year was my first year. And speaking of it, I'll share 2 of my really good audio captures since we're talking about Waverly. It was my first time. I of course I knew about what you see on TV, and yeah, Krista, kind of like that. But I want to keep my team involved as much as possible too, because they're a huge part of what I do. So basically, going into Waverly, I was already totally fanboying the hell out when I pulled in to Waverly Hills. Once those gates opened and I pulled up and I saw the infamous location, that I've been watching on TV for over a decade. It was just phenomenal. And that was actually the first time I got to meet Brian and Rochelle. And that was kind of like a little bonus thing. We had them there. They had been, you've seen them on Ghost Hunters, and now they're known as the Adventure Team. Rochelle, make sure you go follow their adventures on YouTube. And they're just 2 of the coolest people. As of being around them, they've become 2 of my most favorite people. And those of you that have met them, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I had the honor of investigating with them, and I'll never forget just pulling up and just seeing this, like I said, the massive location. And then all of a sudden, the TV shows started playing in my head, all the TV shows that have been there, all the story, all the history and stuff like that. But I've gotten good over the years of shutting it out. So once stuff started taking off, what's up, Cody? How's it going, man? It's one of my other teammates right there. Cody the Kid's in the house. Ready for Waverly, man? This time you're investigating. You're not sleeping. Gotta come investigate with us, bro. But yeah. So my first time in there started out. God, what was it? I think we did a kind of a tour. Then me, Brian, and Rochelle walked around up on like the third floor. I can't remember. It's kind of fading because it was over a year ago now. Well, about to be a year. So now excuse me. My most favorite part was when I went into the body shoot. I had myself, Kat, and Tim, and Bart. We were down in the body shoot, and that was the first time I ever went in there. Like, I didn't go into the tour, and I remember walking in there, I was like, wow, this looks different than what it does on TV. And then they had a little light up there, so we turned the light on, and yeah, it's bright, but as you go down, it was the funniest thing because we got all the way to the bottom, and it just looks like this little speck of light, You can just see this light, and it's just like way up on and up high. So yeah, the body shoot's like almost a 40 to 45 degree angle, and it's like 500 yards underground. So it's pretty cool. Then stuff started getting a little interesting. So being deep in a tunnel like that, and if you've ever been in any place that's been underground or tunnel or lighthouses especially are really bad for reverb and echo. The body shoot has that. So I automatically knew investigating. It's like, okay, audio is going to be a little bit tricky. So try to keep noise discipline down. Me being deaf, it's kind of hard sometimes because sometimes I end up talking louder than I realize I'm talking. Some people say I scream and I don't realize I'm really talking that loud. So yeah, I don't have my hearing aids. They're broken and they're very expensive. So in the future, it might be having some more back. But anyway, off topic, totally. But yeah, Cody, it's a crazy experience showing up, getting a glimpse through the trees. Yeah, and the location of it, like you're pulling through a golf club. You're pulling through a golf club, y'all. No, a golf course. Well, technically a club. I guess it could be a club. We're not talking about the thing you hit the ball with. But anyway, y'all get the picture. So stuff started getting a little weird. Started hearing noises. So we just sat there. Then I'll never forget hearing a female calling out, like moaning almost. And I was like, I didn't believe it. I was like, no, there's no way. So at one point, I was like, okay, guys, everybody just stay still. I'm gonna walk slowly and go towards the top. And if you haven't, Kat does have some of the audio. Unfortunately, I don't have any of the audio from last year because, like I said, my hard drive took a dump on me and I lost everything. I'm devastated. Believe me, I'm devastated. But I still have a couple pieces of clips that I'm going to play for you guys here in a short minute. But she has the woman calling out and the man calling out that I heard. Long story short, started hearing audible voices that weren't ours. At first, I thought it was reverb, but upon audio review, this wasn't just reverb. This was legit. But there is a lot of reverb going over that audio. You have to be mindful of that if you ever investigate Waverly and you haven't, or even if you have and you haven't realized how much reverb there is, you can make it. Your voice when you're hearing it can make it sound like somebody's talking. But like I said, upon further review, this was a total different voice. It wasn't a reverb. This came from within the tunnel, if that makes sense. So make sure you get on Trinity Paranormal Investigation Long Island. Check out her video on Waverly Hills. Round 2 is coming up. So I just want to kind of give everybody a peek. I know some of you may have seen these, but those that may be watching later or watching now that may have not seen it. I'm going to go ahead and play some clips of audio. First clip I'm going to play is right where it was myself and Bart. It was either on the second or the third floor going up towards the fourth floor where the operating suite is. And I left the stationary recorder, and that's what I was going to go change the batteries and whatnot. So as we're walking around, you're going to hear me, talking about, I can almost see the patients and hear the patients moaning, like a vision in my head. Because, if you look at the pictures, you can vividly see it when you're looking down the hallway. just kind of imagining it, and you're going to hear a voice. So here we go.
Probably hear a lot of that, like patients moaning, calling out.
That's exactly what it sounded like, too. Yeah, cat friend, they want way.
Ending EVP session and playing back. Okay.
So yeah, heard the voice. It happened so quick, but I knew immediately it was not me. It was not Bart. It came in at a different frequency. I heard it. I was like, no, there was something right under as we were talking. So it apparently says, well, apparently seems to be saying you're off camera. Sorry, I got a lot of indigestion. So yeah, that was kind of interesting because, I mean, a lot of cameras go on in there. We weren't on camera. We weren't filming. We weren't doing anything of that. We were just walking around, pretty much in a pitch black dark. So pretty cool catch. But this one's another one of my favorite. Amanda, who you're going to hear in here as well, and Chris, and also Cody was around at this time. We were coming back from the vault, and something says a full sentence, and you hear me kind of be quiet after it happens, and then you kind of hear like Chris or Amanda talking about the haunted house. Then you hear me go, okay, did you guys just talk? Because I noticed they were talking. But then I asked Cody specifically, as a Cody, did you whisper? Because that's what I thought it was at first. So take a listen to this.
The last couple of years, I don't think it really. I mean, they had some stuff all go, but I think the haunted house kind of ended right here last summer.
Do what?
The haunted house ended through here last summer.
Did you say something after she said that? You kidding? Nobody whispered?
No.
Something just straight up said something after you. I thought it was Cody.
No, I was fine.
That's why I said you should record it and walk around.
Yeah, so saying here last summer, you can tell the difference. It came in at a different pitch. It wasn't Cody, it wasn't Amanda, it wasn't Chris. And most of the time when I do hear stuff like I try to stop and just make sure. You have to kind of actively listen to the surroundings because it could have been somebody, that you were with that said it, but you heard right there. Everybody validated that no, that wasn't them. So what's up, April? How's it going? Didn't see you in there. Just saw you. So yeah, it was very, very cool. Shout out to April. So yes, exactly, Amanda. Amen to that. Always important to know where teammates are when investigating. And that's what made this one so validating because we were all together. I mean, we were within a small group. And you can just tell we know each other's voices. That just didn't add up. Really, really cool. What's up, Eileen? How's it going? So yeah, that's just some of the audio. That's like really untouched audio for the most part until I slowed it down and kind of, just cut it to where you could just hear the EVP itself saying here last summer. Crazy. Knowing everyone's voice or having a recording if you're with people you don't know come in handy. Amen. Exactly. Because it's crucial, especially when you're investigating with people you've never investigated with before. Their voices sometimes can sound like EVPs because you're not familiar. They may do something with, when they breathe, they may make this weird noise or something, and it may sound like somebody going or something like that. Or they may whisper and you don't know their voice. So amen on that. But yeah, so I'm pumped. Just off those two EVPs. There's another one on here that I don't have. I think it's saved at on my phone, so I'm gonna try to save it and kind of put it in here. So next time I play it, as a recap, I can play it. Kind of explain that this was taken the year before. But there was another cool instance when it was myself, Amanda, Chris, and Cody. We were down in the vault, and Chris is asking a question. He's like, "Well, can you tell any of us our names?" And then you literally hear a man go, I remember hearing this loud and clear with my own ears. No. Like it echoed. It reverbed in the room, you hear me react to it immediately. So audio wise, I am just so pumped. So unfortunately, one of my recorders, y'all know the story, I accidentally washed it, and I don't have my Olympus WS85 anymore, and it pisses me off. But I still have other recorders, so I'm gonna definitely do some stationary work. Definitely be running my wristband EVP recorder, the DR05, my Zoom H1N or N1. The Zoom H1 is what I call it. I've got that. So, and then I have an older Olympus that I have that I'm not really a big fan of, but it works. So definitely be running those, upgrading some more recorders in the future. Hopefully in the next several months, I'll have the DR07 by Tascam. It's another really good recorder. And I'm looking at getting another Zoom recorder eventually as well. But, so yeah, I'm just based off the experience I had in the body shoot, and then also with what you guys just saw, guys and gals just saw with the audio that we caught, some really, really good audio. Like, I think Waverly, it produced a lot of really, really good audio for us last year. So we'll see what we get. Oh yeah, definitely, it definitely helped at Post Town. 100%. Yep, Eileen says knowing their voices at different levels too. Oh, I was going to ask you about that, Eileen. So Eileen says, my 13-year-old just built me a music box yesterday with a motion detector we use in the bathroom. I can't wait to try it. That is awesome. Let me know how that works. That is so cool. But yeah, so make sure everybody's staying tuned for round 2 at Waverly. I'm going to be, if those of you that didn't catch it last week when I had Ronnie on here, we were talking about the event that's coming up at Old South, which is tickets around, well, I don't know. They may be sold out, so you got to double check. But the hide and seek that's coming up. I'm a volunteer now with Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, so I'll be down there. I'll be hanging out with everybody, making the building more beautiful and taking care of it. So I might be hosting you awesome people one night. I'll be helping out with staff or be at a public event. So y'all will see me a lot more at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, and I'll be doing some investigating too when I get the chance. So I cannot wait to be down there, and it's just it's such an honor. So I also want to give this is kind of part of an update, part of the update segment. I want to give a shout out to Ronnie D and the amazing staff there at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital for welcoming me with open arms and welcoming me aboard. That's part of my second family right there. Besides my paranormal team. If you have not met these awesome people, I cannot wait for you to meet these awesome people. So I'll be down at Old South a lot. So I'm very, very excited. To me, it's just, it kind of makes me emotional because I love that building so much. That building just, you have to be a part of it, if that makes sense. Old South is a very, very special place. The spirits are very, very special there. And that's also a place where I've had a lot of personal experiences that kind of validate and, just give me assurance that, hey, there may be something on the other side. Because I can't tell you. I can't explain seeing the shadow figures, hearing the noises you hear there, people walking up on you, you feeling it, nobody being there. It's crazy. I'll be in that area sometime for sure, Eileen. So definitely gonna get over there. Those of you that know me, those of you that have been following me, Old South is very, very special to me. So very, very, very excited to be adding that to the chapter, of my life. So gonna be awesome. Looking forward to it. Just an outstanding building. A lot of really good stuff's happening this year. So I'm getting emotional thinking about it. It's going to be such an awesome year. I'm blessed for, having all you awesome people here putting up with me, and my teammates as well, putting up with me. So, like I said, those places are always near and dear to your heart that confirm your feelings and experience. Yes, they are so much. And that's why I love about the hospitals more than anything, because yes, they have their tragic side. You have the death, you have the, trauma and unexpected deaths, sickness, stuff like that. But you also have the happy side. Hospitals are a big part of our lives. You have birthing. You have it as a birthplace. There we go. You have it as a place where you're getting healed. Somebody beats cancer. Somebody beats a severe illness that, they weren't expected to live. So you have all those emotions, all those memories just trapped in that one spot. So hospitals, they can be amazing. That's why I think the energy just constantly changes. And then you take a place like Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, for instance, at one point was falling apart, and just I thought the building was, after it got condemned, was just going to be leveled and there was going to be no more Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. And what Ronnie and them have done, it makes me so happy, and now to be a part of that, I can't get over the fact, that I have a chance to, actually help make a difference. So basically, like what I was saying, the building was falling apart. Ronnie got it. They're making it so much better. But when the building was falling apart, the energy, the atmosphere, the spirits were angry because their place was destroyed. It was. Anybody that has investigated before Ronnie had the building understands completely where I'm coming from. The black mold, the vandalism, the destruction of property, just disrespected. The building was totally disrespected. So all the intelligent spirits in there, were pissed off. So the vibes were way more intense than they are now. And then you had people going in there doing stuff they shouldn't have been doing, trying to bring things in they shouldn't have been bringing in. On top of that, people breaking in, doing drugs, possibly, all sorts of stuff that comes with, an old abandoned building. Then on top of that, you have people bringing in false history, not knowing, and then talking about having real names and real people that were in the building, but telling a complete opposite story of what actually really happened there. For instance, let's say Jim, but Ronnie, Leanne, and everybody that, it's Darla, Daniel, Renee, I'm sorry, I'm missing Sam. I'm sorry, I'm missing. There's so many awesome people behind the, getting the history and making that building. Everybody that's involved with Old South Pittsburgh Hospital, and getting not just the building but the history, getting it right. It's a whole nother different vibe now. There's been complaints of people saying, "Oh, well, it's just not as creepy as it used to be." You have to give it a chance. It's still very, 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 very active. But the spirits are happy. Yeah, so that bad vibes gone. But it's still a very active location. It was almost like being in a new building. Like, that's what I was telling Ronnie when he invited me down the first time to, look at the building and investigate. I didn't feel like I ever investigated. I knew I did. I mean, everything was familiar, but it was almost like being in a whole nother different building. But the spirits are very much still there. There's more. There's a sense of respect back in the building. There's a sense of positive energy, and that's another thing with the building was falling down. All the negative energy people were bringing in there, that fuels paranormal activity and can make its own paranormal activity as itself. So it's fantastic. Have a good one, Amanda. And yes, just like you said, highs and lows, the bipolar building. Yep. Amen. There's just up and down. Haley, yep. There's always a reason if spirits aren't happy. Yes. Eileen says, we had teenagers outside when we were investigating, trying to get in. Loved how quickly I was taken care of. Yep. We take pride in that building. A lot of people still see it as the old abandoned hospital, and they're up to no good. But nope, not anymore. A lot of people, don't really see the whole idea of what Ronnie and all of us crew are doing for the building. It was not only for the haunted side of it, it also was a pivotal part of old South Pittsburgh. Yeah, well, of South Pittsburgh at one time. Even when the hospital closed, the cafeteria and stuff was open. Even when it was open, people were going. It was a huge part of the town. And it's good to have it going, Haley. I'll talk to you more, Booger Butt. It was a pivotal part, and there's a lot of eyes, and over the next year or so, and as the time goes on, people are going to see that more, and they're already seeing it because it's being so well taken care of, and stuff is being done. It looks like an operating building, and some people don't like that. They don't like it. It doesn't look creepy. To me, I want it to look like it did back when it was in operation, because with it looking how it was, you're going to have more activity. It's actually now, honestly, if you look at it, yeah, the intimidating feelings and stuff, they come and go now versus being there constantly. Or, the energy, the intense energy, it's still there. It never fully went away, but it's not angry anymore. It's a lot more active, though. It's a lot more active. And the more you go, the more they get to know you, and the more they'll interact with you. And I just, like I said, I can talk your ear off for years and years about Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. So just wanted to put it out there. I just want to give tip my hat, and just show my appreciation to being a part of the Old South family, and having the opportunity that I was given by Ronnie to be a part of the crew. So, and I'm a huge fan, like I said, always, of what Ronnie and the crew has done for the building. So that's about it for that. Everybody's going night-night. So I'm going to hang around for all my viewers that do want to talk. Feel free. Let's talk. Drop me some comments. Oh, Eileen, yes. We had the millimeter going off the charts in ER levels I haven't seen in forever. So yeah, the ER and the Tri-City area they're kind of combined, but the Tri-City was originally, I think, the first part of the hospital. So crazy activity as of late. That's where the Tri-City Sprinter was born. That's now my most favorite spot of the building. Third floor, after the experience me and Mustafa had up there too, that's third floor was one of my favorite spots before. Still one of my favorite spots now. The whole building's amazing. Nurses station's been really, really active. So yeah, but that ER and that Tri-City area is no joke. I love it down there. And round 2 is happening, y'all. And we're going to do everything we can to make it live this time. So, I'm talking infrared webcam. So, you're going to be able to see me sitting in the dark waiting for something to happen in Tri-City next time. So, that'll be cool. What is going on, everybody? I only got one viewer. Why is everybody leaving me? Did I bore you that bad? So, Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. Get to it. Like I said, tonight was just kind of like a rant night. I had a little thing to talk about soapbox-wise. We need to make sure we're treating everybody in the field with respect. And, no, we're never going to be able to agree eye to eye on things. It's not going to happen. It's not possible. But you can still respect somebody. Just because somebody's working with somebody you don't like, don't fly off the chains. Not everybody's compatible. And that's just the truth. But that doesn't mean we have to spend every waking moment of, passive aggressively attacking somebody or publicly attacking somebody because they did something you didn't like. And especially when you don't have the information, and then you make assumptions. I've seen that going on a lot as well. But in the end, I'm always a forgiving kind. forgive but don't forget, if that makes sense. Because in the field's never going to go anywhere. Everybody's, oh, para-unity. No, para-unity is more than a word. It's an action. And a lot of people throw that word around. And until we change and until we come to the point to where we respect everybody, even if you do not agree with them. I can't tell you numerous times somebody has investigated a way that I didn't approve of. I didn't see eye to eye. Not that I didn't approve of, but I didn't see eye to eye, or why they investigated, or if they're using a piece of equipment that I don't see eye to eye with. But I never once sat back and bashed that person because they're using that piece of equipment. We can have a constructive, conversation as adults. Hey, the reason I don't use this equipment is because so-and-so, blah, 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 or it does this. And, my theory of it is that it's sucking in radio frequencies, blah, 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 blah. Just kind of giving a mental idea. Versus, I don't use that because that shit's fake. Or, I don't use that because you use it. No, I'm not like that. You have to have a certain respect. And there's always, like I said, you're never gonna be buddy with, oops, drop my SD cards. Buddy with everybody. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's up and down. We have our bullies. We have, people that just are going to do everything. I call them paratrolls. They're going to do anything and everything to start shit and stir the pot and keep it stirred because that's what they do. But just like Eileen just said, right here, I say parafamily. You have those family members that you can stand and never want to see, but some love you. Or some you love. Yes, I agree 100% with that. That's just how it is. In the end, we have to have a respect for somebody. In the end, we have to have a respect for everybody, not just somebody. But because the field's never going to grow. The field's never going to advance when we have these people that are just on this high horse of, oh, I want to, that basically what I'm saying, I'm not trying to put people out there, is so many people are focusing way too much on the wrong things because they're trying to be famous or have somebody famous around them at all times to make themselves look bigger than what they are. In the end, nobody's bigger than anybody. We are all on the same level. Some people have had opportunities to get to where they're going or where they're at now. And, my hat's off to them. It's awesome. And I encourage anybody that ever gets those opportunities to take them. Who wouldn't want to be able to travel and investigate these locations and, see the United States or the world, some of these TV shows and stuff where it can take you. Anybody that says they don't want that, be real with yourself, because we all want that, And I love to see my friends succeed. I love to see my fellow, I don't know what you colleagues succeed. I love seeing people out in the field doing what they love to do. And if they get, attention and notoriety or whatever you want to say from it, good. I'm happy for it. And one second. I knew it was Terry. Crystal, I missed out. I was doing my daughter's nail. She wasn't sleeping. Yay! So yeah, back to what I was saying is we need to stop the jealousy too. There's so much jealousy in the field. You want to see people succeed. You want to see people, advance. But this is where it gets so frustrating. There's always going to be those people that don't want to see that. And, they don't want to see the field grow. And you'll have these people. What's up, Jimmy? How's it going, brother? You'll have these people that just, I don't want to say they're two-faced, but they play both sides of the ball. They're nice to your face, mean to your back. We don't care, we don't care about, the fame and blah, 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 blah. But every time you turn around, they're posting something about somebody famous, or they're, posting pictures with somebody famous all the time. It's like, we I get it. You know, it's cool getting out and meeting, and I am blessed to know some of the people that I know in the paranormal field, and it's cool. When it's inspiring. You know, when you get to meet people like that. But in the end, we're all people. It's basically, if this makes any sense to you, we're all on the same level. And you know, we all start somewhere. We all thought at one point orbs were, you know, they weren't dust, they were spirit. I'm guilty of it. I'm admitting it. I was like, oh man, orbs. But the more you get in the field, the more you investigate, the more you do research, you start to learn the things. The more you open your ears and listen to people that have been doing this for several years, even though you may not agree 100% with what they're the way they say it, you can still learn something from every little bit of information you're getting from somebody. So that's the thing that we're back on the soapbox. See, this show's all over the place, but that's why I have it titled the way it is, because it's going to be up and down. But this is why, you know, we do what we do. We're trying to get answers. Repeat that to yourself. We do what we do because we're trying to get answers. Meaning what? We don't have all the answers. I don't care who you are. We don't have all the answers. And we never, excuse my French, we never fucking will. So let's stop with the professional. Let's stop with the expert. Let's just coexist and grow the field. That is crucial. I don't care what's happened in the past. If somebody's like, it's happened. People have, as of late, been dragging my name through the field, but all the people that actually know me on a personal level and have been around me, you guys know where I'm at. And the paranormal is my passion. And I'm a diehard. I do as much as I can in the field because I'm truly interested in it. And you know, you have those people that say they're paranormal investigators, but they're not. They're not out in the field, and it shows. The evidence, their content, everything shows that they're not actually paranormal investigators. They're out there trying to be somebody, and that's just something we have to deal with. Basically, what I'm saying, be like we are in this group. Be a big-ass family. Keep the people that are doing the right things close. There's no right way to do anything, but you know what I'm saying. You gotta keep the people that the people that I'm talking about, they weed themselves out. Eventually, they end up kicking themselves out of the paranormal field. It's a revolving door. Always happens. But that's just not just the paranormal field. That's life. That's life in general. You know, drama queens, drama kings, whatever you want to call them. It's just in every part of life. But in order for the paranormal field to grow, we have to coexist. We have to come together. And just like I always say, para-unity is more than a word. It's an action. You can say, oh, I'm for para-unity, oh, blah, 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 and turn around and you start you go on a rant. You could write a paragraph, a book, a whole chapter book on somebody after you say, oh, I'm for para-unity, but you turn around and, you know, you actually show different, basically is what I'm saying. So that's a word. I use para-unity, but then again, I show para-unity, if that makes sense. I show it more than I use the word. And that's what's so important about this, about that word. You have to show it in order to use it. Walk the talk. Basically, talk the talk, walk the walk. I'm tired, y'all. Mentally and physically. Been a little stressed. Those are my close friends, kind of understand. But the paranormal field's kind of got under my skin a little bit lately. So I figured I'd hop on and kind of talk about it. Eileen says, I learn every day from my paranormal partner in crime, and I love that he appreciates helping others. Bud! Sounds like Bud. That's Bud right there. We're all bound to run into each other at some time. We aren't in high school. It's okay to walk away if you don't like someone. Amen. Amen. Walk away. That's the best thing to do. Silence is the best virtue. You don't have to drag somebody through the dirt. You don't have to drag somebody's name and post it all on Facebook or something like that. So, amen. Amen. Not much. What's going on, Chris? I'm pumped, man. I'm pumped. I'll see you in a couple days, bro. Finally. Shout out Chris Nora. That's Chris I was telling you, it's coming down from Trinity Paranormal Investigations Long Island, coming down with the awesome Cat Maria, two of my favorite family members from the paranormal field. Me and Chris actually get to meet. And not only do we get to meet, we get to investigate one of the most haunted places in the world. So it's gonna be fantastic. I'm looking forward to that big time. But hell yeah, bro! I'll see you here soon, man. Safe travels, man. I'm pumped, dude. It's gonna be a good night, man. It's gonna be a good weekend, bro. You're coming up to hang out with us, right? After Waverly on Friday. Yeah, dude, I can't wait to see those new toys, man. That's gonna be cool. I'll have a new toy too that we'll be playing with. A couple of them. It's not new to you, you know the Phasma box, but I have another thing I'll have with me. But yeah, so, oh wow, everybody's tuning in again. Yay, I got an audience again. So how's everybody doing tonight? As long as I get to see you, that's all that fucking matters, bro. Don't you dare miss Waverly. Sacrifice. Be there for Waverly, man. I know. I'm just teasing you. I know you're gonna be there. It's the main part of the trip, bro. But no, I totally get it, bro. Totally get it. But yeah, those of you that are just tuning in, basically, doing a quick recap. Talked about what we have coming up. We've got Bobby Mackey's Waverly Hills. I'm not going to be at Bobby Mackey's, but one of my teammates will be. Also, Chris, Nora, Cat Maria, Brandon Schuster. Chris and Cat will be from Trinity Paranormal Investigations Long Island, and Brandon is with Into the Light, I think. Paranormal used to be Lehigh Valley. Y'all probably seen him around. I'm sorry if I butchered his team's name again. I hope I got it right. Forgive me, Brandon. But they'll be at Bobby Mackey's on the 26th, along with Frank, who's a part of Riverbend, Indiana. And also, the next day, Waverly Hills, 27th. It'll be Riverbend, Indiana, and Trinity Paranormal Investigations of Long Island. We'll be doing the infamous Waverly Hills, like I said. Then the next day, we kind of have, it's kind of like our off day to hang out, talk, catch up. And then the 29th. Now, about the 29th, if you guys can make this is our meet and greet. Get with Tim Comer, T-Dog. To purchase tickets are $60 a person. It includes the meet and greet and the investigation of the old Lake County Jail. And we are selling tickets fast. We have sold a lot so far. So get on those tickets and hope to see you there. This is going to be a fun one. Lake County Jail is amazing as well. It's infamously known for John Dillinger's great escape from jail, and it's one of the most successful jailbreaks of all time. So active location, we've gotten a lot of really cool stuff in there, from personal experiences to actual audio and video evidence. Yes, Eileen, that is the one we're going to when you come up here with Bud. Yep, that's Old Lake County Jail. I told Bud I'm going to be giving him a call. I got to talk with Sandy about that for the book and stuff. So, yep. Yeah, I'm gonna check that video out. I'm crashing too. It's starting to yawn. But yeah, I figured I'd hop on here and talk with everybody tonight. Get my little rant out of the way. I just, basically, long story short, as far as the Soapbox recap is, we need to show more respect. We need to stop dragging people through the dirt And just because you don't like somebody or just because you don't approve the way they investigate, in the end, we have to coexist. And we can all put aside our differences because we're in the field. We're investigating. We're trying to get answers. The ones that aren't, the ones that are in for the fame, you can see through them like a ghost. No pun intended. You can see it in their actions, the way they boast themselves, the way they post all the time about, boasting themselves basically or trashing others. You can tell. And in the end, they weed themselves out. But for, the most part, respect, open mind, and just coexist. You have to get along with everybody. That's the only way we're going to be able to advance this field and move it forward, is to just leave everything behind. Like I said, there's no such thing as expert or, professional or, you have your categories, basically. No, we're all on the same level. Everybody's equal. Some are more experienced than each other. It's just how it is. Some people have made it, to where most people want to be on TV. They get to do all, the really, really cool stuff, do events, get to go out and see, more than others do. But in the end, those people that are on TV and are just like me and you, they are down. Most of them are down to earth. The 3 people I've met of late that I'm honored to know: Brian and Rochelle, Mustafa Gadalari. 3 people that I care a lot about. They're amazing people, and those of you that have met them, they're most down to earth. They started, where we all started. That's the thing. We're all equal, basically, is what I'm saying. So let's advance the field. Let's be respectful. Let's forgive and move on. We've got to grow this field, and that's the only way to do it. Night, Haley. Love you too, booger butt. You better be on a live with me sometime. It's my niece, everybody. Shout out to my niece. She grew up too fast. She's getting her life started now. I can't believe she's 20. I'm going to cry. But, yep. So, sorry about the rant and stuff. It's been weighing heavy on my heart. I see a lot of hostility in the paranormal field as of late. So, but yeah, thank you for everybody for tuning in, taking the time out of your schedules, and I will see everybody soon. So have a great night. Time to go night. So like I said, stay tuned. If you're interested, we still have tickets available. Contact Tim Comer. The 29th of this month, coming up very soon, this Saturday, we're having our meet and greet at the old Lake County Jail. We would love to see you. Just show up, get your ticket, of course, show up and come hang out with us, talk with us. It's going to be a fun night. So also I gotta give a shout out again to my awesome family at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. And good night, Terry. But yeah, shout out Ronnie and everybody at Old South Pittsburgh Hospital. Love y'all. Shout out to Trinity. Love you all. See y'all soon. I'm so excited. Riverbend Paranormal Indiana, and all of our awesome viewers, all of our awesome group members. Thank you so much for being here with us, and stay tuned. More stuff coming soon. And also, do me a favor. Go to Paranormal Encounters on YouTube. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit all notifications because I got content coming. Finally getting things set up. So, starting to film the first episode this weekend. So, it's going to be good. So, all right, everybody. Have a good night. I'm not going to talk your ear off anymore. And I will see everybody soon. Have a good one.